Hello YouTube and welcome to my new challenge. We're continuing the All Trainers at level 100 series, and this time, I'll try to take down the Kanto region. Let's go quickly over the updated rules. All enemies have their Pokemon at level 100, fully evolved, and their movesets will be changed to their last 4 moves. The only exceptions are the Elite Four. I kept the moveset the same to make it more challenging, assuming that I can make it that far. Wild Encounters and Team Rocket's Pokemon will remain the same, otherwise it will be easy to grind. One last point, only Gen 1 Pokemon are allowed, so no new evolutions. If I can't have them, neither can they. It's already difficult as it is. Now, a challenge like this requires some smart, next level big brains, so we'll keep this here. For no comedic reason whatsoever. We start our journey by choosing Bulbasaur, and oh boy, here we go, get it over with. At least I don't have to win the first rival battle. Time to work on my team. I catch 3 Rattatas, almost getting wiped out by one of them, a Mankey, 2 Pidgeys, and a Spearow. I like to name my Pokemon after my viewers in the comment section, so if you didn't leave a comment before, make sure that you do, so I can add you in my future videos. If you already did, suggest me some name ideas. Whether it's your partner, your friend, your pet crocodile, your neighbor that you don't even like. Now, let's try to win our first forced battle. For me to have a chance of winning this, I need him to not go for Pin Missile. Good, Endeavor fails because of the HP difference, so I get to use my Leech Seed. You're probably familiar with this by now if you've been following this series. By dealing percentage damage, I now need to waste 8 turns in order to win my first battle. Because I have a team of 6, I needed to go for Endeavor 2 more times. Yes, now he's dead. And I reached level 15. You better watch out, Brooke, I'm coming for you. Or not. Okay, his Golem knows Explosion. I tried many times to get him to use it, but I couldn't. It's the main reason I caught the Mankey, to hopefully bait the AI into using it if it sees a fighting type. But Brooke decided to make this difficult for me. So, change of plans. I caught 2 Caterpies, evolved them, and with Butterfree's moveset, I decided to give it a second try. Apparently he will never use Explosion, but he does use Rock Blast, which can fail. So we're going for that instead, in order to put him to sleep. That still wasn't enough to win. I tried a different way since I learned Super Fang, but it didn't really help that much. So I guess I'll have to keep losing while leveling up. I then realized it's easier to take down Beedrills than Golem, and I've been wasting time for no reason versus Brooke. Until I reached level 41. I never had to level up that much this early in my level 100 challenges, so not a great start for me. This last level increase makes it possible to take down both of Brooke's Pokemon just with my 1 Raticate. Actually, taking them down isn't the hard part, it's getting my HP lowered before the battle. So my plan is to fight random Pokemon and switch into my Raticate to take the hit. Well, that's what my 2 AM brain suggested. Luckily, I just remembered that I can get poisoned from a Weedle, walk around to drop my health, and then heal with Antidote. Round 2. 100. I bring out a messed up Raticate at low HP. Now I just need him to miss 1 attack for each of his Pokemon. With what we've been through, this is nothing in comparison. Finally, we defeat Brooke. That start was an extremely discouraging one, but we made it through. Nothing to say now, huh? Next couple of trainers were tough, but not as bad as Brooke, and I made sure to level up my Rattata. Well, I tried. I also had to weaken my Raticate a couple of times. Next, I catch several Paras, make it through Moon, and challenge Misty. For Misty, I don't need to lower my Raticate's health. I let her first Starmie drop it for me. This part is more or less consistent. I can use Endeavor the same way and take her down with Quick Attack. The problem is the second part. I have 5 Paras and I need one of them to put the second Stormy to sleep or paralysis. But sleep would definitely guarantee me the win, so of course I'm not gonna get it. And it gets paralyzed. Second batch is down. The good news end here, because the next rival made Brook's battle look like an easy one. It was just impossible for me to win at this point. I tried so many times and it didn't even come close. I wonder if there is anything I can use that can help me. I had to go back to Mount Moon because I needed at least 2 more Raticates. Then I remembered I had to do the Misty battle all over again, because you can't go back to Mount Moon. I also caught 2 Ekans with Intimidate, and once my team was ready, I got poisoned, then started the battle. I put the Pidgeot to sleep or get it paralyzed with my Paras, then switched to my completely messed up Raticate to take it down. Endeavor lowers its health to kill range, and Quick Attack finishes the job. His Raticate will then take out mine no matter what I do, thanks to Pursuit, so even if I swap, I die. The good news is that I can take it down with my next Raticate if I play it right, because he lowers my health right at that sweet spot for Endeavor and Quick Attack to work. Now comes the worst obstacle in his team, his Charizard. Not only is it strong, but it has a diverse moveset, and the AI is smart enough to lower my health first before it tries to go for attacks that can straight up kill me. My only way around it is to mess up its calculations and attack range, and to do that I needed Intimidate. Not just once, but twice. This is where Ekans comes in. Now I force him into getting me to a low health, but I still won't be able to take him down, because it's more than Quick Attack's damage, so it's all up to my last Raticate. A level 46 Raticate at 11 HP has to take down 2 Pokemon. Here is what I know. This is Alakazam's moveset, and this is the first time I get this far in the battle. That is it, that's all I have versus a level 100 Alakazam. But he goes for Future Sight. I can take him down before it even lands. That's what you get for toying with your food. I honestly couldn't believe I won this one. I was about to think of something else or a different plan to get by, but we make it through. I really hope it doesn't get worse from here, because this one almost made me give up and work on my other challenges. The trainer's AI really makes a difference, and the rival and the gym leaders will not waste their turns like most trainers in the region would. Next I get the TM Cut and Challenge Surge. And that's when I learned that I can't defeat him right now. The problem is his Raichus. Nothing can lift their stab Thunderbolt. So I needed to use what I learned, and I realized that I needed someone that can tank Quick Attack. You heard me right, Quick Attack. So we head to the Dark Cave, catch an Onix, level it up, catch a Diglett, don't level it up, and try again. Electrode is not a problem, nothing my Raticate can't handle. He's either gonna get bored and use Explosion, or gets me to low health where I can finish him with Quick Attack. In both cases, this Raticate is done. Next comes his first Raichu. I need it to get inflicted with any status condition. It doesn't matter which one, because this will force Surge to use full heal, which I had to find out the hard way and play around. Then I bring out my Venusaur to use Leech Seed. Now the first hard part of the battle begins. Onix can take his Quick Attack and heal to full from Leech Seed. I also have Harden to counter his Tail Whip. I caught Surge at a stalemate. The first problem I faced is that even if I get someone to tank his Quick Attacks, his Tail Whip eventually lowers my health for him to take it down. Onix was a perfect fit for this battle. Next problem, after I take down his first Raichu, I need to find a way to repeat this. And this is how I solved that one. I sacrifice my Diglett, then have Venusaur tank Thunderbolt. Venusaur is the only one on my team that can survive it. Barely. Just to get Leech Seed, and then it goes down. The rest you can guess. I got him on another stun lock. If he uses Tail Whip, I have Harden, and he's forced to use Quick Attack. This battle was fun to figure out. It wasn't as frustrating as the two rival battles. We finally get the third badge. I can unlock more areas on the map as I take a break before the disaster we're about to go through. Two rival battles, level 100 Gengars, and Erica. Luckily, the Gengars can't touch my Raticates, so I found a way around them. Erica, I don't have to defeat right now. I'm getting closer and closer to the one Pokemon I have in mind to help me beat this challenge. But before I can do that, I need to defeat the rival who now has a team of 5. That one annoying person almost had me fail the challenge multiple times already, and it's about to get worse. Alright, I know he's going for the kill, so most of the time he will try to damage me with damaging moves instead of setup and utility attacks. Of course, there is some work that needs to be done before I start this battle. I had to get a 5th Raticate. If I have to level up one more rat this challenge, I'm gonna cry. Then I need to get it poisoned to use the low health trick. This is for his Alakazam specifically. My first Raticate can take down his Pidgeot. Because I actually outspeed things now, I can use Endeavor to lower his Executor's health, which is coming out next. This makes it that any of my Raticates can use Quick Attack to take it down the following turn. And for this one, I'm going to use my low health Raticate, because after this is Alakazam. If you remember, he likes to use Future Sight first. This is why I lowered my Raticate, and this is how I take it down. I get lucky with his Gyarados as he missed Hydro Pump. I don't need for this to happen to change the outcome of the battle, because only his Charizard is remaining. And it takes down my whole team. So I tried again and leveled up my second Raticate to level 61, and still no. It is frustrating to get that far and lose from his attacks. Finally, at level 65, I was able to live on 4 HP. This was huge for me. And shortly after, I will have access to Ghastly that can learn Destiny Bond. I was also able to take down Koga as my 4th badge, since he goes for moves like Self-Destruct and Memento, thanks to the poor movesets he's got. I then catch 2 Ghastlys, level them up, and got the item Quick Claw. Now we can beat Erica. With Quick Claw, I can start the battle with Destiny Bond. Now her main threat is gone. Tangela isn't a threat to my Venusaur, so if I use Toxic and wasted time, it will eventually go down. I was planning to put her Vileplume to sleep with Venusaur and then use Destiny Bond with my second Hunter, but my Raticate survived on 3 HP, making her survive on 3 HP, so that also works. Venusaur was able to take her down instead. Now I can use Surf and String, and with that I can finally reach the Pokemon that I want, Articuno. The plan was to get it eventually to level 100, and with the one-hit KO move Sheer Cold and Mind Reader, I can one-shot the enemy's team. So many things can go wrong with this plan, but honestly, I was just too lazy to level up a legendary all the way to level 100. So, I decided to use a different legendary instead. Electrode. Whoops. Electrode. Special attackers are a problem for me. Not that I can deal with physical attackers either, but Electrode can be a perfect counter to special attackers. I wish I could tell you that the next 3 gym leaders were easy. They were not. I had to stop and level up several times in order to get a chance to move past a certain Pokemon. One trick I learned is to die to a trainer over and over to get me to the level I need. The way I start battles now is Quick Claw into Destiny Bond. This guarantees at least one Pokemon down. For Sabrina, I had to play around Future Sight because it doesn't trigger Destiny Bond in this gen. For Blaine, I started using Electrode with Light Screen to lower the damage from his special attackers. Just enough for my Raticates to survive and take down the enemy, or to use Miracle and defeat them with Electrode instead. Without Electrode, I wouldn't have been able to survive Blaine. For Giovanni, I had to take advantage of his movesets, like baiting his unstoppable Nidoqueen's superpower to lower its attack, and then bring out Hunter to tank Poison Stings, and use Curse plus Destiny Bond to take down 2 Pokemon instead of 1. Actually, not only can I take 2 Pokemon, but I can take down a third, because his Dugtrio can only attack me with Fissure, which, thanks to Levitate, can't land. Boy am I glad that wasn't the case in Gen 1. Next comes the Elite Four, and let's all pretend I did not just beat the champion on my way to the champion. I can't believe I'm challenging the Elite Four with 3 Eradicates. Once again, for the Elite Four, I kept their moveset the same, so this is going to be really challenging. I don't mind if I lose this one, but I'll give it my best. First is Lorelei. Most of her team are special attackers, perfect for my Electrode. I'm going to take down her Dugong with Hunter, then switch to Venusaur, only to force out her Slowbro. I need Leech Seed for this, and I want that exact order. I then use Light Screen followed by Mirror Coat. This takes down most of his health the first time. After she uses her healing item, I can take it down with Thunderbolts. And thanks to Leech Seed and Leftovers, I'm back to full health. Here's a fun fact about Electrode. He's the fastest Pokemon in Gen 1, so outspeeding most Pokemon is not a problem, even with the level difference. I take down her Cloyster without an issue, then used Explosion to kill the Jinx, ending the battle. Completely forgetting that she still has one more Pokemon. But my Eradicates can take care of the Lapras, so all good. 1 down, 3 to go, and with Bruno, it's already getting tough. I figured out that Bruno's start is easy. Notice that I don't even start with Hunter this time, and that's because I need him to take down his worst Pokemon. My resetting point isn't to get Quick Claw, but on his second Pokemon Hitmonchan. I need him to miss Sky Uppercut. I then get him poisoned, and it's time to stall. Notice that Hitmonchan has 3 fighting moves, so if I keep my Hunter alive long enough, I can take him down. I will keep on switching between Hunter and one of my Eradicates. If I can get one of my Eradicates at low health, that will help me even more with the rest of this battle. Thanks to Hunter's typing, I was able to stall long enough. I just had to time his healing in order to reapply the Toxic. Next Onyx goes down to Destiny Bond, that leaves Machamp and Hitmonlee. I can bait him into bringing out Machamp first. One Endeavor lowers his health, and after the healing, Electrode can take care of it. One last explosion for his Hitmonlee, and this time, I don't miscount like an idiot. Agatha's next. I am so outmatched in this battle. Exactly half my team can't even attack half of her team. I need to play around her weaknesses and movesets. Time for the switching tactics once again. If I use Leech Seed on her first Gengar and swap between Venusaur and Raticate, I can take the Gengar down without landing an attack. Venusaur will bait a Ghost attack from Gengar, which Raticate is immune to. Raticate forces any other move that isn't Ghost type, which either don't damage or don't affect Venusaur. Leech Seed also doesn't get healed, so playing around her healing is easy. Next is my Electrode's time to shine. He takes down her Golbat, followed by Explosion, taking down the Arbok. That crit was beautiful, not gonna lie. With only 2 Ghost Pokemon remaining, things get easier, especially that her second Gengar knows Curse. Let's just say that in any Pokemon game, Curse and the AI don't go well together. The battle gets more predictable once he puts my first Pokemon to sleep. I can expect her to swap between Hypnosis and Dream Eater. For her third and final Gengar, I'm still swapping, but this time between 3 different Pokemon: Venusaur, Raticate, and the Hunter. I wish I could say this one was as predictable. It wasn't, but I was finally able to defeat her, leaving the worst 2 battles in this challenge last. If I were to do this challenge again, I would definitely level up more before the Elite Four. I didn't want to repeat all these battles again, so I just kept trying. If Lance had one weakness I can play around, it's the normal move Hyper Beam, which every single Pokemon on his team has. First, before I even start the battle, I need to teach my Electrode Thunder and my Venusaur Protect. I will take down the Gyarados, then swap to Hunter when he brings out his first Dragonite. He's always going for Hyper Beam here, so my Hunter is safe. And with Quick Claws active, I can take him down with Destiny Bond. Alright, 2 down, and the fight starts now. Next is his second Dragonite, and his second weakness, Outrage. I bring out Raticate to bait him into using Outrage, unlocking him on it. I need a special attack so that my Electrode can stand a chance. Raticate also outspeeds Dragonite, so I at least deal a decent damage before I go down. Electrode with Thunder and Dragonite's Confusion help me take it down. Needless to say, I need RNG on my side for this to work out. Third and final Dragonite is going to see my Pokeball-shaped Pokemon and right away go for Hyper Beam. I sacrifice Eradicate to take the hit and take advantage of the recharge turn to get it poisoned with Toxic. This is what Protect is for, stalling as much as I can. This will only work until he gets healed, so I still have to take it down with Electrode using Mirror Coat. His final Pokemon, Aerodactyl. Now, the only reason I won this time is because he got paralyzed and he ran out of healing items. I did not deserve this one, but I made it to the champion, so I'll take it. After all my attempts at Lance, I knew that defeating the champion was going to be difficult. But when I realized that he uses healing items, I knew that I won't be able to defeat him. But I'm still gonna give it my best shot. The start is similar to Lance's. I can take down his flying Pokemon with Thunder, so I save Destiny Bond to his second Pokemon, Rhydon. I know he's going for Earthquake, which is not going to hit my Hunter with Levitate. 2 down, let the battle begin. Next is Alakazam. I bring out Electrode to do 2 things. Bring out the Light Screen, and get rid of his first healing item with Mirror Coat. Light Screen is also for Raticate. Now I can mess with his damage, and I can get it to lower my health. Unfortunately, he heals Alakazam a second time, so after lowering his health twice, my Raticate goes down. I had to use a second Raticate to beat it with. Next is Executor. I managed to get it low the first time with Raticate, and used the healing turn to use Toxic. Venusaur does a great job at stalling, and I was lucky with my Protects. This is one of my best attempts so far. Gyarados goes down to Thunder, and that just leaves his Charizard. I figured I win this one if I go for Explosion, since Charizard's physical defense is one of his weakest stats. He barely survives, but that's fine because I have one last Raticate and I can go for a quick attack, right? So I ended up losing the battle to a Citrus Berry. I really should disable healing items in these challenges. If I level up some more and try again, I'm pretty sure I can defeat him. But I decided to try something better. What if I tried to see what could have been if I got an Articuno to level 100? I have a level 100 legendary bird, peasants, kneel before me. I don't want to talk about it.